Hello everyone. Today I will be showing you how to make a mask.
The last one that I have at home. So basically you just take the mask and you make sure to line it all the way up to the end of the fabric. My fabric is folded over, so you can do it as well. It saves you time with one of the last steps. Oops, oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys, for the people that do not have a mask, you can also use a ruler. And the measurements going down for your mask would be 7 inches. This ruler is only 6 inches, but the kiddos really want me to use it, so I decided to. So yeah, so all you need to do is make sure that it goes down to 7 inches. So now just continue to trace around your mask. I did cut a little bit of, oh my god, there's lotion on my hand, I forgot about it. Okay, it's all rubbed in now, let's continue. So you basically just trace around your mask. If you're not using a mask, you're using a ruler, do not forget that you go down 7 inches. Okay, then you take your mask and you flip it over. Make sure to line it up the last line that you just drew to make sure that it's all even. Alright, now everything's smoothed out. Now you continue to trace around your mask. And then you go down. Oops, I almost forgot to tell you guys. You also, it's 7 down and it's also going to be 7 across. There's my handy dandy ruler out again. Letting you see that it's 3.5. So that'll be 7 inches. Okay, now we're done with the mask. Don't need it anymore. Now just pull out our scissors and we're gonna begin to cut. But make sure that you guys feel the fabric to make sure it didn't move on you while you were tracing. Smooth it out as you can. It's really not too much important because you can take off the fabric, but it will save you fabric in the long run if you can cut as even as possible. Alright, so I'm showing you ribbon because you can use ribbon. That's what's on the one off to the side. I call it my prototype. Didn't work as well, but it's okay. But that's not the one we're making. Alright, now that it's all cut, we just examine the fabric to see if it moved or shifted, and it did a little bit, so we just smooth it out a little bit. Look at the edges, and yeah, we can still see a little bit of fabric. So like I said before, all you do is take a pair of scissors and just cut off the excess fabric that you do not need. It's not too important, just smooth out a little bit more. All right, and just cut it off. And flip it inside out. So the pretty little blues on the other side. Then we lay it down flat and we adjust everything, lining up just perfectly. Sometimes things move when you're starting to cut, so basically just smoothing everything back out, making sure it's all even. Then we pull in our handy dandy ruler again. I need it, and we start to mark the pencil just down 1 inch. So yeah, so making sure we're down 1 inch, and then don't forget it goes to 7.5. So I stopped at like 5.5 so that I have enough room to write the other 2 marks. Then you're going to gather your fabric and do like a pinch, and then you like tuck it under. Right where those marks you made, that's where you're grabbing at. See, you're looking for the mark and then you're grabbing, and you're making like a staircase with the fabric. Okay, hopefully you guys can see it. It's like a staircase. And then you just do it again. Making sure to smooth everything out, and then you continue to make your staircase underneath. It's just, you don't need to put a lot on there. It's basically like 1 inch. You're making sure you see a staircase. If it's too far under, you won't see this effect. Okay. See, there's staircases in between, basically. And then we just smooth everything out and press it down to make sure that you have the staircases. See, I'm demonstrating the staircases. There you go. And then I hold it down in place. Now I'm trying to figure out what to hold it with because I didn't think of this part until now. But I did have the camera zoom in a little bit to show you the different staircases that we made. See? Alright. Now still the problem of finding something to hold it down. Didn't think of that part before the video. Okay. Maybe we can use this lotion bottle. No, it's too bulky. You guys won't be able to see around it. So I'm gonna use my Bath and Body Works spray. I think this holds it the best, and it's full, so it shouldn't be too bulky or in the way for you guys to see the next steps.
Now that we found something to hold it down with, we can get our thread ready. I was going to use black, but I decided to go with blue because I feel that blue matches a lot better than the black, and the black is a little bit more visible, and I think the blue fades in a little bit better, so we're going to use blue. So I'm always struggling to get it open, and I'm showing you guys where to locate the string just in case you're looking for it if it's your first time. Okay, now I'm getting ready to thread the needle. I don't know about some of you guys, but for me, threading the needle is the hardest part. But to measure how much yarn you need, I seem it to me that it works a lot better when you do it about arm's length. You should do it about 2 times. Okay, now you should be able to cut the string. Unless you feel you want to go one more time, it's up to you. I don't like really working with too long of a string. I'm okay with constantly re-threading the needle. Now that we have the needle ready to go, I'm just giving you another look at how we're using the spray bottle to hold down the fabric just so it doesn't move. So now you take your needle and you're going to gather the fabric together. Try to move this camera so that it can work a little bit for us. Okay, now I'll just move everything over. All right, so you pinch everything together, making sure to hold everything as tight, making sure that the steps are touching at least a little bit. And then you take your needle and you stick it all the way through. It is a little bit of a forceful situation, but once you get it through, you know that you have all the fabric together. I'm sorry, my hands are very slippery from all the lotion. It's making it a little harder for me to pull through, but I did get it in the end. It's all that matters. Normally it's not this hard, but I think I just put way too much lotion on. Anyway, so you start back over again and you push through. And this time it seems that no matter what I do, it's not gonna budge on me. So I'm going to find another device to be able to use. Yep, that of course is not gonna work. And I'm gonna use the sponge. See? It's just because my hands are slippery. They're a little bit rougher, I would be able to pull it through. Tight, looking right. And then I would say you could do this about 10 times because you don't really need a lot of string to hold together because you want it to be able to bend and flex for the different sizes that you want to use it for. Just going to keep going, making sure to pull them tight, looking to make sure we don't get all tangled up and have to redo our string. So we're basically using a circular motion, so we're just going in, out, going back in, making sure that your string is still tight and we're not getting tangled up. Alright. I think we should be almost done with going in and out. So you can see, just going to do a little example close up. You just go in with the needle. Out. See, it's not like consistently where I'm placing the thread at. It's just making sure that everything stays together. You gotta pull all the way through like normally. You're going to go through like the little opening hole like twice and then pull through to make the knot. Alright, now we have a knot. Everything looks pretty decent. Now we just cut away the excess. It's already starting to come together. Then now we basically have to do the same steps on the other side. We no longer need the spray bottle anymore because we should be able to hold it with just one hand and not worrying about anything coming apart. So you basically make sure all the steps are close together. You can tell like an example how it will look afterwards. If you squeeze it, you can see that it will form a mask. Alright, so we're going to start completing the other side. So we are going to knot our string. I already had it ready this time for us. Make sure to knot it. Alright. Now, don't forget, once again, gather all the fabric together, making sure it's still creating the steps. Pushing everything out the way. It's just stuff everywhere. Okay, so now, don't forget that we still continue to go through the middle. Push through like before. And if you have difficulty, use a sponge or towel. Any type of device could help if you are struggling to get the needle through. I guess it is a lot of fabric. My hand is slippery, but maybe it's just a lot of fabric. Okay, so we just start the method again. Basically around a circle. Shouldn't need to do this too many times. So I'll say about 10 times should be just enough to be able to hold it together. But if you feel you should need a little bit more, you can. The max I say is 15 times. We already basically know the concept and how to do the other side. I'm not going to show the full length of how many times I go through this time. I'm just going to stop right about here and just show you guys how to do the next steps. Now that we have completed the knot, I'm just cutting off all the excess string and fabric that's along the sides. Try to make it as neat as possible, making sure that it's still flexible and I didn't take away from the bending. Or use a string and made it too tight, but I did very good. It's already taken form and shape of a mask. Excuse me guys, it's my 1-year-old in the background. He's a little loud, but at the end he's my model for my mask, so we'll let him get away with it for now. Now it's time to add the rubber band. Yeah, I'm gonna play with it for a little bit. Open the mask a couple more times just so look at everything. So I found these little buttons at Walmart that are like little cars and trains and planes, and my son loved them, so we're going to be adding one of them onto the mask for him. I want to give a close-up of the items that I bought from Walmart. These are the little buttons that I put on the mask. These are for the girls and they like them, and those can be for boys or girls. It's basically up to you. Now we're going to complete adding on the little toy car for my son. It's really a button. He calls it a toy, so we made sure to go arm length with the string, and now we are threading the needle. For this video, I decided to put on my right hand side, so you basically push the button to the fabric and make sure you can feel the hole through the fabric. If you press hard enough, you should be able to feel it, but go through with the needle one time before you put it through the fabric, through the hole, just to make sure that you got at least the first start of it. And you can see that the string is right there, and then make sure to tie a knot around the hole the first time so that it doesn't move when you're doing this, and then just continue to feed the needle through the hole to make sure it's tight and adjusted the way that you prefer it to be so that it looks right when you're a child or the adult wear. So of course, make sure that you're pushing through the hole. Normally the first time you go through, you'll be able to continue because you're following in the same spot that was already created. Now we're going to end with the last knot. Okay, you just make sure you tie it tight. You can go through one more time and do another knot to finish. Right now I'm showing you a different angle at finishing the last knot. Now that we're all done, you just take a look at it, make sure it looks right, and it still opens. But I didn't sew any of the steps together, and now we just cut away the excess string. Alright. And the string off to the side as well. Make sure it's tight so it doesn't come off and you have to redo the step again. Wouldn't be too hard to redo, but we wouldn't like to do that. For the last step for the mask, all you do is bend it over and just do a stitch along the edge of it, and that will hold it together. I didn't show it in the video. Now you just have to just clean up everything by getting rid of all the string from everything. Now all you have to do is take a rubber band and cut it in half and then stitch each side to the corners of the band, like right there, as you can see how my son is wearing it.